One of the main arguments the Anti-Federalists used against this Constitution was that it lacked a Bill of Rights, and all or almost all of the states at that particular time had bills of rights attached to their constitutions. And so in order to get the Anti-Federalist support, the Federalists said the first thing we will do in this new government is to add a Bill of Rights to this. So originally there were 12 amendments that were sent to the states. And remember, if we want to change something, the states have to be part of this. So there were 12 amendments that were actually sent to the states. 10 of those were ratified, which becomes the Bill of Rights. This is important. Please get this down in your notes and please understand this. When the Bill of Rights was written, it was written at the request of the Anti-Federalists because they wanted the states to maintain power. So when the Bill of Rights were written, these protections did not apply to state governments. It only applied to the federal government. The 27th Amendment that we have today, it is the last amendment. We have 27 amendments. But interestingly enough, the 27th Amendment, which was ratified in 1992, was actually part of the original Bill of Rights. It was one of those 12 that was sent to the states, and a reminder, only 10 of them were ratified. So it was submitted to the states in 1789, but not ratified until 1992. And what the amendment says is that congressional pay raises do not go into effect until after an election. Congress gives themselves raises. They vote for them. And so what this says is, if you vote yourself a pay raise, you have to be reelected to that office to get the pay raise. And so what you'll have are people who want to take your position in the House or Senate will campaign and use that against you. They will use you and say that you have continually voted yourself a raise. So if you are not reelected, whoever is elected to that position will be the one who actually gets the raise. We have to include the 14th Amendment here. As you listen to the videos, the Amendment for Dummy videos, he will talk about the 14th Amendment throughout this, and he will talk about selective incorporation. So what that means is, on a case-by-case basis, we are going to now start to apply the Bill of Rights to the states. So it says not only can the federal government not do these things, now we're going to say that the states can. So part of the 14th Amendment was intended to secure the rights of freed slaves. It says that they have citizenship if they're born in the United States. But then we have a problem here when we're saying that we're going to give citizenship to blacks, and we're going to this idea of equal protection to the blacks. So all that did was said that applies to the federal government, that the states could continue to violate their rights. And so part of the 14th Amendment says that states can no longer deny these rights. But it didn't give a blanket statement. It basically, on a case-by-case basis, this idea of selective incorporation, every time something comes up, then we will, on a case-by-case basis, apply it. So not all of the Bill of Rights applies to the states, several of them, and we'll look at that actually in class.